Hello students, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to week 2 of year 5 and year 6 English. Let's get to it. Okay, this week we're going to do more on comprehension, which is 理解. So all you need to do is just read and understand the passage, paragraph or sentence. 可能是比较短的句子，一段罢了，还是一个三段. Okay, it depends. Okay, always write out the words that you do not understand, so you can ask me when you're done with the work. Okay, it is also easier for you to understand new words. Okay, so first thing you have to try to go through the questions first. For example, I give you one paragraph on top here, and then there's a few questions at the bottom. It's better to read the questions first, then it's easier to find the answer. Okay, so what do they want? Okay, let's start with a short paragraph first. So as we can see here, they are doing some gotong royong, cleaning the house. All right, they are doing this cleaning outside of the house because there are trees, broom, and many things. Okay, so let's read. It is 3 days before Deepavali. Jaya and her family. Before I start reading, what do you need to do? Usually you have to tell whether it's simple present tense or past tense, right? Already happened or have not happened or happening at the moment. So we look for the first sentence here. It is 3 days before Deepavali. Okay? Means Deepavali is not here yet. Jaya and her family are busy. So the keyword is are. Are tells you that it is a simple present tense. So all these things are happening at the moment. And remember we learned on the present continuous tense, if this are come up, we have to put 正在 because they're doing it at the moment. 他们正在做着 busy 是忙着 A, B, C, D. The house compound. House compound 是家的周围哦 around here. It's not inside, it's outside. Okay, so first answer should be 正在. 正在 usually has ing. Okay, next one. Jaya is responsible. Responsible 是什么？负责啊 Okay, so responsible for. Okay, there's a keyword here for also. Usually when for comes out, right, it is also 正在. For water, waters, watered, watering. So 正在 for watering the flowers. If I put Jaya is responsible for water the flowers, it'll sound a little bit weird. Okay, so watering. Next one. Her sister is sweeping the dry leaves. Okay, now from the third one, right, we need to find out who is doing what already. Okay, so Jaya is responsible for watering the flowers. She is here. Her sister is sweeping the dry leaves. She is here. Jaya's father, Mr. Mutu, is cutting the grass with a. So we need to find where is Mr. Mutu. We just have to find cutting the grass. So who is cutting the grass? Right here with a. Oh, so this is a new thing. I think you should know this in Bahasa, but for English it's called a sickle. Alright, so let's go through all these words first. I know it's D, but let's go through this. So hoe means actually a long wooden. It is actually changkung. Yeah. How about rake? So rake is kind of like this, but it's sharper. Okay. Hose. Hose is actually this one. Hose is used to water the plants, and hose is also used to during when there is a fire, they usually use a hose to save the fire by the firefighters. So Mr. Mutu is cutting the grass with a sickle. Then last one, Jaya's brother is in charge of washing the car. Yeah, he is right here. Mrs. Mutu is planting flowers in. Okay, let's see what they have for us. The first one is jars. Usually we use jars to put smaller things, and usually jars is in the house. One example of jars is money jars. 你存钱的时候啊，可以放在这个 jar。So jar. Pots. Pots is this. Okay. Vase. So vase is 也是装花的，可是 vase 通常是放在里面加的 vase. Okay. It looks slightly different shape than pots. Pots 是直直的 ，vase 还是有个特别的形状。Last one is basins. Basin is the one where you wash your hands or you wash your dishes, usually in the kitchen or in the bathroom. So the answer is pots. Moving on. This type of comprehension is passage. So 有很多段在这里，1、2、3、4。Usually I would ask you to read all, but if during exam you don't have enough time, I will ask you to read the questions first. Okay? So questions here. I've already created a vocabulary box. These are the words I actually just copy from here. So I reread and I just copy. Okay? Don't read this first. Let's go through this. People who do not eat meat are called. So we have to find do not eat meat. So slowly. There you go. Don't eat meat. And then in front here is vegetarians. Okay? Ta-da! So vegetarians. Next one. What vegetables are brightly colored? So usually first question is around here. Second question should be slightly bottom. So you try to find a word brightly colored first. Quickly go through sentence by sentence and you will find brightly colored right here. Okay, so brightly colored vegetables contains what are some brightly colored vegetables? Red and yellow peppers. There you go. So copy, paste. Last one. What vegetable is a root vegetable? So keyword here again, you gotta look, scan through. Since they talked about bright colored here, I don't need to read. I go down here. Root. Here you go. So root vegetables, these are the answers. Okay? Pretty simple questions. Let's go through the vocabulary first. So carnivores 是肉食 okay? Those who only eat meat. Herbivores 是草食 omnivores 是杂食 All this, if you don't know, you can find it actually inside. They explain for you. Variety 是各种各样 many types. Vegetarian also explain for you. Contain 用含 okay? For example, one sentence here. Kids need to eat foods that contain the mineral calcium for strong bones and healthy teeth. Meaning, 那些孩子需吃食物用含这些 okay? Certainly 一定 certainly should be here 一定是亮亮的颜色 okay? Underground below ground okay? Because under is below under is sort of like below so your ground below it okay? Soil 是泥土 Next one third comprehension poster okay? This is usually in your section A at the very end there yeah so there's a comprehension so you read this poster and then you have to answer the questions so usually first question they ask you true or false okay I don't think we need to go through this you just read the sentence and then you check from the poster how do you answer it okay let's do this one choose the place where you will find this poster so let's go through the poster first this poster is about washing your hands yeah in this time and in this 这个时间 I think it's very good for us to understand the steps to wash our hands. Okay, so first one, you have to wet your hands under running tap water. 就是在那个喉咙头下面哦。你开水的时候 then you just put your hands and then let it wash. Okay, step 2, add soap to aid cleaning and to kill germs. Okay, keyword here is kill germs 杀细菌 soap. I think our government has talked a lot about how to wash hands. Yeah. Third step is to rub well for at least 15 seconds. Yes, I'm aware that now 我知道现在政府说不是15秒对吧？是应该是1分钟。Yeah. But these are actually the most easiest steps to wash our hands. Fourth step, rinse well. rinse 好像你放了肥皂的时候，过后你放在红龙头的下面，过后你洗掉。Okay, rinse well meaning you have something on your hand and you have to rinse out. Okay, rinse well under running tap water. Last one, you got to dry your hands with clean paper towels. Okay, so where would this poster most likely put? Okay, bus stop. It should be somewhere that has a sink, right? And a basin for you to wash, correct? So will a bus stop have it? Will a playground have it? Will a public toilet have it? Okay, I think we all know the answer. It should be public toilet. Okay, don't put a smiley face, put a stick. Okay. Based on the poster given, choose the most important step in washing our hands. Give a reason why. Okay, looking at this poster, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 steps. Which one do you think is the most important? Okay, 最重要的. So we have to think, what is the point of washing your hands? Why do we even need to wash our hands? Okay, why your mommy daddy always ask you to wash your hands? Because our hands have a lot of dirt and germs. Okay, so here is the keyword. So we got to find for germs, which is step 2 here. Okay, they already written it for you, kill germs. So you write step 2, and the reason is germs are killed with soap is used in the cleaning process. Okay. Last one. Prevention is better than cure. Okay. What is this long sentence about? So prevention is better than cure. It actually means, imagine is 如果一个事情发生了 wouldn't it be better? 最好如果你可以停止那个事情发生，不是比较好。So it is easier to stop something from happening. Okay, 比较容易停止一个东西发生 in the first place. So before it even happens, we stop it first. Okay, then to repair. 如果我们没有停止那个东西发生 then we have to deal with it. We have to repair the damage after it has happened. So 我不要这个 repair the damage. 我不要这个东西发生 so 我停止 Alright? For example, okay, a good example would be now, as we know the coronavirus. Did you know that actually a few doctors found out about this virus, but no one believed him? Yeah, so it spread and spread, 一直传到现在. So what our government is doing now is asking us to stay at home. Okay, if we stay at home, we are preventing 避免一直传 correct? So if we all stay at home, this will prevent us from spreading more. Imagine if we don't stay at home and we spread. There will be more time to cure it. 医治. So prevention is always better than cure. Okay, that's what it means. 你可以直接抄进去. Try to write this in a notebook or in your idioms or phrases page if you can. Okay, homework for next week. There's a file called ASA Year 5 and Year 6. There will be 4 comprehension work there. Okay, for the last comprehension, which is comprehension 4, I need to copy that essay. Just copy in just a exercise book, in your exercise book or just a essay paper. Okay, please hand me up by next week, before the next class starts. That's all. Thank you. I'll see you later.